Alright.
We're recording!
Alright. We are going to be playing some Agents of SMERSH. For anyone that doesn't know, this is a cooperative board game. We are working together to defeat the henchmen, bad guys, tyrants, whatever you want to call them, that all work for SMERSH and Dr. Lobo. These are, I guess they're underbosses. We need to, in order to win the game, we need to collect intel based on where we were at during the end game. Will depend on the intel that we need in order to win. That is also in conjunction with defeating these villains 5 times, which we will encounter throughout the course of the game. Because we are 3 players, that means that we need to have 5 successful encounters with these villains. Each time we encounter them and we defeat them, we will get a pass reward. If we fail, we will have a fail penalty, and then it will move to level 2. After we do that, it'll make it a little bit harder to beat them the second time. After we do that, we will go to level 3, and if we beat them a 3rd time, they will flip, and we'll just get rewards anytime we would encounter them their 4th. We will all be getting random heroes, I guess you could say, agents, I guess you could say. This is in the style of Pandemic in the sense we are moving around the board, encountering different encounters throughout the board, and reading stories from the encounter book, the Book of Encounters.
Eldritch Horror-esque.
Eldritch Horror-esque, correct. Yeah. So you'll kind of pick up on it as we go. Dave currently is separating out our advanced skills. My name is Corey. Shipyard David.
Not Shipyard David.
So I guess not Shipyard David. Pick a number 1 through 5 for your hero.
4.
Your agent. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. I am Rocco Jurgen.
Current Shipyard David. 1 through 4.
Don't like how
Actually,
you said current.
I mean Shipyard David. 1 through 4.
Is there a coup in the works here? 3.
1, 2, 3.
He's newer, better, faster, stronger.
I am Callie Dagger.
Woo. Shuffle that up and then I'll pick mine.
1, 2, 3. Corey.
Number 2.
Without a title.
Yes! I love Dexter. Dexter's
Michelle?
great. This is a pretty good array of characters. I think yours is a movement specialist. Mine is just a average, all-around average character.
Mine's a hand-to-hand specialist.
Yes, I am the movement specialist.
He does not do well with persuasion.
Okay.
So I start with 2 UN transports. I can share my UN transports with other players even when it's not my turn. And I also start with the modified car.
Modified car is a status.
Could you put Rocco in Siberia for me? That's where I start. Yeah.
You start in Siberia?
That is correct. Or Serbia.
There's your modified
No, Siberia.
car.
It's a Siberia. Here, thank you.
I start with 3 advanced skills. Nice.
I
And I start in
start in New York.
Congo Basin.
New York.
I actually start in a city. What now? And I can move up to 3 spaces each turn.
So it's Russia. I won't go there.
Okay.
Move takes you.
So we get to pick our advanced skills before we do our secret missions.
Yes. So, choices you have. You have adventuring, speed, weapons use, detection, electronics, gambling/luck, stealth, seduction, disguise, driving/piloting, lockpicking. I believe that is all of them.
I want electronics for one of them.
Of course you do.
I want Let me try. Do we want to do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1?
Sure.
That way. Okay, so my first one was electronics. What's yours, David?
I will take seduction.
Seduction. Okay, what's yours? Non-shipyard, David?
I'm going to take.
Or Rocco Jurgen?
I'm going to take disguise.
Okay.
Okay, that kind of narrows things down for me. I'm going to take speed.
Speed. I am going to take my spycraft is terrible.
Cali Dagger is going to take.
How many did we get again?
2.
2. I get 3.
Yeah, shit.
Because I'm Jack of all trades.
Yeah, master of none. I am going to take lockpicking.
I'll take gambling and luck.
Yeah. And then my third one I'm going to do. Oh, this is
Adventuring.
interesting. I'm thinking either adventuring or
Weapons.
weapons use.
Detection.
Electronic speed. I feel like with speed I don't necessarily need adventuring. Let's do maybe stealth. Let's do detection.
Detection. Alright.
We all have different ones, right?
I have disguise, gambling and luck, or gambling luck / luck.
Electronics, detection, speed.
And seduction lockpicking.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the lock by seducing it.
Nice.
It's only illegal in like 18 countries.
You seduce that lock. You seduce that lock into submission.
Well, let's say anything about submitting the lock.
So what's how many resolve does each person have?
Resolve?
Yes.
5.
3.
I start with 6. So my special abilities is I may use up to 2 resolve per turn for a test. Normally you can only use 1 resolve per turn, but Dexter can do 2. And I start with 3 advanced skills. I can spend resolve to re-roll a single die, add +1 to a single test, exchange any number of cards when gambling. I can also spend resolve to move 1 additional space.
I have all those same abilities.
Okay.
The reroll, add 1,
Exchange.
exchange, and move.
I can spend 1 resolve to reroll all dice,
Okay.
add 2 to a single test, and I have to exchange any number of cards when gambling. I can exchange any number of cards when gambling.
So
And
yours is
when he rests, he can also gain a resolve.
okay. And what's your special abilities?
The UN transport.
Oh, okay.
And then move an additional space is also.
Okay. Cool. Now we draw our secret missions, so we'll do 1, 1, 1. First.
You are.
Yeah.
You need to know where you're going.
That's right.
I believe these are face up, actually.
It says secret mission. However, in the rule book, it does say that these you could actually, while they're that they are visible. So.
I don't think it really makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean we're working together, so this may be more important for us.
We're gonna keep him face up.
Yeah.
I'm having really close.
I'm very highly thinking about cutting notches. Well, no, not in this. Yeah, I guess cutting notches in this
Don't do it.
so that they don't, because it can be a problem with the cube sliding around.
All right, my secret locations are Berlin and Seattle.
Okay.
Mine are hard to pronounce. Krasnoyarsk.
Sure.
I don't know. What about and Salem?
Ah. You can get to one of those on the first turn.
Yeah. Actually, I can get to both of them on.
On the first turn.
Sure.
Yeah.
So maybe you should go first.
Where are yours?
Macau and Stockholm. So up here, and Macau is all the way over there. So on your turn, you get to do movement, and then at the end of your turn, you do an encounter. The movement is 2 spots, so you get to go up to 2 spots. With the exception of moving into oceans, immediately ends your movement, even if you have your second movement still available. Really, that's pretty much it. There is a special movement here where if you are on any of the USSR areas, you are able to go to any of the other USSR areas for 1 movement.
If you start your move there.
If you start your move there, correct.
And if you start on an airport, you can go to any other airport.
Yep. So there are airport areas around the board. If you start on an airport, you get to fly out, but that does consume your entire movement. However, if you have a resolve to add an additional movement thereafter, you can.
And red airports cannot be closed.
Yep, red airports cannot be closed over the course of the entire game. Airports will be consistently closed during the villain turn, and we'll kind of encounter that as we go.
And the person to our right is going to be
Person to the
resolving.
right will be resolving.
So you're reading?
Yeah, I'm reading.
Or sorry, you're going
I'm
first.
going.
Yeah.
So I will move my there, right? No wait.
There?
Sorry. So there we go.
Okay.
And that's it.
So you are in Asia.
I'm in Asia, yes.
There's a breakout. It's response group A.
So the way that these are read is you draw a encounter from the location that you are doing the encounter. He is currently in Asia. So he draws the top one off of the Asia encounters. It tells him 11, which is the first number. He then will look at A on the encounter sheet and choose a number for that.
How do you want to handle your breakout?
I will be spontaneous, which
Ooh.
is 7.
So then he has 11, 7, and then for the third number, we flip from the top of the fate, depending on if it is no intel there, current intel, or ocean encounter, which currently there's no intel, so
It's my
it'll be
secret
3,
location, though.
which you'll get a reward after you complete it.
Okay.
So it's 11,
7.
7, 3.
Isn't that when you do your
Secret location you treat as intel, right?
Not that I know of.
I thought you did.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
It's if you're swapping out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just clarifying.
Got it. So 11, 7, 3.
Yes.
You've been in the cell for some days now, subsisting on bread and water. The door opens, and Darling walks in. I hope you realize I'm missing the annual SMERSH henchperson's dance to deal with you, she says. You're in no state to fight her, but you somehow get to your feet. Allow me, you say, and take her in a waltz hold. Test athletics -2 or persuasion 2 successes. Pass with seduction.
Oh. So I always get 1, right?
You always get
That die.
the generic die.
And so athletics -2
Yeah.
or persuasion with 2 successes.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm going to.
Athletics -2.
Yeah, I can add 2 to a single test with a resolve. So I guess I'll do that.
What's your athletics right now?
1.
So you
I would get 1.
right.
Yeah, I would get 1. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, or no.
All right.
That's the worst. Well, I'd heal, and I got nothing.
Nothing.
So I fail.
You can spend a resolve to re-roll,
No.
or
You spent
I
a
spent a
resolve
resolve
to
to get-
add.
to get an
to get
additional.
All right. You get halfway down the hall before she comes to her senses. Nice try, agent, she says. But have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? She has you thrown back into your cell, where you remain for months.
Wow.
And that's it.
All right. Well, no negative effect. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Villain turn.
I mean, no negative effect other than failing.
Then Asia, do you want them
Yeah, face up underneath.
face up underneath?
That way, when we're done, we can shuffle.
Yeah.
Well, that's my turn.
Then the villain turn.
Villain advancement. Elections rigged in several South American elections. Oh, that's for the other part. Sorry. End of a turn event. Soviets deny UN access to SMERSH archives. Remove intel in the USSR. Add intel in Reykjavik.
Reykjavik. That's in Iceland, don't you know?
Bam. See, you're learning and playing game.
But you
Yeah.
fail.
I failed, so it's 1.
It's 1. Okay. So then that stays over here.
Alright. I feel like I'm going to go up to Stockholm, or I'm going to try to start moving. Oh, yeah.
Why don't you just fly somewhere?
I can't.
Oh, that's right. You're.
I can fly.
I can go to Nairobi and then fly out my next turn to London and then spend a resolve to go to Stockholm. Maybe. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Or I can fly to Macau. Either way, I think Macau's probably better to fly to next turn. So I'm going to go to Nairobi for my first move.
Sure.
And I'm going to stay there and have a normal encounter.
In Africa.
Africa, don't you know?
Oh, it's a call to action. So, you can either roll the d6, or before rolling the d6, you may elect to take 1 injury to escape and immediately draw a new encounter card.
He is taking an injury.
Okay.
Alright.
Call to actions suck because it advances those without allowing us to collect locations for that.
An investigation.
7.
7. Response group E.
So I can take charge,
7.
I'd rather be lucky, unorthodox, frightened, joke, or trust no one. That is an investigation.
Yes.
I feel like I'm going to take the unorthodox approach, number 3.
7-3.
And then fate,
7-3-2.
7-3-2.
Vladimir Cornell gives you a tour of his facility. He constructs satellites for many governments, and there is a concern that he is putting SMERSH chips inside the satellites. He vehemently denies the accusations. As you can see, Agent, I run a tight ship. There's no reason for the UN to suspect me of foul play. His employees, however, seem afraid of him, especially the aide escorting him. You seduce the aide to see what you can find out. Test perception or deception +2 with 2 successes. Pass with seduction or adventuring.
So it's deception +2?
Deception +2 with 2 successes. Or persuasion 1.
With 1 success?
Yes.
I think I'm going to do persuasion and do a resolve to get +1 to the single test. Gives me 2 dice with 1 success. So I'm going to spend a resolve to get 2 dice out of the bag because it would put me up to 2. Okay. There's 1. And the second dice. Spend a resolve.
You can. Oh, you can.
I can specifically.
One of those injuries.
I think it's the black.
Well, he'll die.
Well, I'll die if I... This is 50-50.
Okay.
No! Do take an injury.
So fail. The aide is flattered, but too fragile a creature to betray the boss. You try to break off the relationship, but have grown too attached. You gain the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing very good.
Alright, hand me your villain card.
So the love interest, you must first have a successful encounter to pick up the intel location at any location on the map. I may discard this card as my reward for completing a secret mission if needed.
Okay. So, the Pacific Island discovered with hypnotized workers. Remove intel from South America. Add intel to the Pacific Ocean.
Intel, Pacific Ocean?
Yes. Airport closed in Casablanca.
Is there an airport closing down? So Casablanca's airport is closed.
And now we are up to 2.
Sorry, guys.
Don't let it happen again.
Alright. Into Seattle, please.
Seattle.
Encounter, please.
Which one? Oh, North America?
North America.
Undercover. 41. Response Group D.
Response Group D.
It's 41.
Yes.
Oh. Ooh. I'm going to charm. That's 41-2.
Okay.
And, if I could choose my fate, I would. 2.
41-2. Attending a business conference, your goal is to seduce the aid of billionaire John Stevens. The U.S. often looks the other way concerning Stevens' association with Pierre. This may be the UN's only way inside his organization.
Yeah.
Test persuasion. Pass with seduction.
Yeah.
He passes.
I've got seduction.
Alright, we didn't lose 3 in a row.
A drink here, a quiet chat there, and you're in. Smooth.
You're in.
You can either top secret or UN transport.
Ooh.
Top secret.
I will take a top secret, please.
Do you want the top one?
Yes.
Do you want the top secret?
Ooh, operational training. Immediately add +2 to any one basic skill, then discard this card.
What?
I will take 2 in. What's
Spycraft.
Basics.
You're really good in hand to hand. I will take 2 in athletics.
Alright.
Then I have completed Seattle.
Yep.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So for that, you can either get 1 top secret card, 1 resolve, 1 UN transport token, or up any basic skill by 1.
I don't think I want
Basic. Top secret, top secret.
Fine, I'll take another top secret.
No, I'm just saying.
I want to be that top secret person. Then I would have had 4 top secrets.
Secret agent.
Diversion. Reroll any number of dice after you fail a test. You must keep the second roll.
Nice.
I'll keep that.
Alright. My turn?
No. End of turn.
Oh, end of turn, yes. That's right, correct. Villain. Oh, not villain, right?
Yep.
Yes. Bill.
Alright, we succeeded. End of turn event. SMERSH researches Hades zombie serum for use in chemical warfare. Add intel to Madrid and Moscow.
Now we can have 4 in
Current city airport closes.
Is there an airport in your current city? Where are you at?
No.
No.
Yep.
Haha! SeaTac has not been invented.
That goes underneath, right?
Yeah, the first one that's...
Alright, well, I'm going to stay there and try and get my secret thing again done.
Sure.
In Krasnoyarsk.
So, dangerous adversaries. Response group G.
Dangerous adversaries, huh?
Yes.
I can taunt, overreact, stay calm, cry, blend in, stand out, or laugh.
Please cry. Please. For
I
me.
kind of want to laugh at him.
No, cry.
Alright, you took my top secret option. I'll cry.
I have no idea why. I just
Yeah,
want
so,
to
no, so 4.
Okay. Draw fate.
And 2.
So 44-2. Don't cry, agent.
So we did miss it. Basically, the reason why these are face down is when you go to there and you have an encounter, regardless if it's successful or not. When you do the encounter there, you flip it. And you claim the reward for flipping it. Even if you failed it, you still claim that reward. That's why they're technically face down, because it says if it's flipped face up, then you get to do that. But
Alright. Don't cry, Agent. You will be going to a better place after I am done with you. Unless you are a bad person. Are you a bad person, Agent? Dr. Zulax has planned terrorist attacks on several major cities, and his agents are waiting for his command. All it takes is one phone call. But you know something he doesn't. You allowed him to catch you and lock you in the cage in his office. You've been locked in a cage for quite some time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you like cages?
Well,
Don't answer that. Test spycraft or hand-to-hand +2 with 2 successes. Pass with disguise or lockpicking.
disguise.
Okay, I was going to say, 'cause so far I've had the things for every single one
I mean,
of
if
these.
it was hand-to-hand +2, I would have rolled 5 dice.
That's also pretty good. Okay, Dr. Zulax's butler is an undercover UN agent. He spills hot tea all over Zulax, and you kick open the cage door and fight his 2 bodyguards. Within minutes, you have Zulax strapped to a chair. He won't be making any phone calls today.
Yeah.
Gain a UN transport.
Woo!
That'll let you go anywhere you want.
Nice.
And now you get your bonus.
Yes. Which I get a top secret, or I raise
A basic skill.
1.
Yeah.
Top secret, UN, raise a basic skill, or resolve.
Gain a result.
I'm gonna take a top secret. Gamble. Say for rolling dice, you gain +2 to your test.
Yeah.
Hard man.
That's pretty good.
I have to discard it, but yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, they're all one use. Villain card.
Villain. Diddy. Okay, so we pass. Meeting of 27 nations. Leaders gather in New York to discuss SMERSH threat. Remove intel in Asia.
Yep.
Moscow is technically not Asia.
Yes, it is. We draw Asian encounters for Asia.
Add intel in Mexico City. Siberia is Asia. Close Warsaw Airport.
So put intel in Mexico City.
Are we at Intel Overflow yet?
No, we have 4.
Is it? Yeah, 1 to 3 players is maximum 5. Okay.
5. Okay. We should get
Well,
on that.
I wanted to get my Stockholm, but I think Intel is more important, probably. Fly to Reykjavik.
Yeah, go to Reykjavik and then you can get Stockholm on your next turn.
Yeah. I'm going to Reykjavik, and I'm
Awesome.
going to do an Intel encounter. We get this regardless.
Yep. Alright, no. Not with your love interest.
That's true. You must first have a successful encounter. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Moscow lies in the European part of Russia.
But it's purple.
I know, I'm just saying that it's incorrect.
Break the code.
27, response group C. So I can observe, quick action, test my limits with determination, get assistance. Let's have some fun, or at all costs.
Just say what you're doing.
I'm going to do observe. So
For breaking
27.
the code?
Well, observe, I have detection. That
Very
could be
possible.
electronic and...
So are you choosing number?
27, 1, 5. 27, 1, 5.
Posing as a representative of Universal Imports, you are led through a series of electronically locked doors into an underground laboratory. You need to watch and remember the code entered at each door, and you weren't expecting there to be 3. Your host's fingers are a blur as he types in the codes with incredible speed. It seems he's entering a dozen digits each time. Test deception -2. Pass with lockpicking or detection.
Detection, got it.
You observe closely and are not fooled. Although his fingers move rapidly, he is only typing in 5 digits at each keypad. Top secret card or UN transport?
Top secret. Infiltration. Before rolling dice, gain +1 to your test, or after a failed test roll, you may re-roll a single die. Discard after use.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna need to be healing here pretty soon too, guys.
Okay, so we do gain the intel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Into the pool.
Villain. Remove intel in Europe. So Madrid loses. Add intel to that one.
That's what you capture Berg. You capture yeah.
Airport in the current city closes.
Not Reykjavik. I love Reykjavik.
All right.
Go wreck it.
Okay, so should I go to Mexico City or the Pacific Ocean?
Pacific Ocean. I don't know. Just
Sure. I'm a team player. Alright, so ocean encounters are completely different.
yes.
The way we get the number is we just roll the d6. 4. That is espionage on the high seas, number 49.
Okay.
Response group F. So, I think I would like to reason with. That is 3. So 49, 3. 49,
Fate.
3. And what's my fate?
Your fate is with intel 5.
No.
Ocean.
It's just the.
Oh,
I believe it's just the ocean.
Are you well? It depends
Just
on
intel.
what if you're doing an intel or if you're doing a ocean one.
Oh, okay, then it's it's
Intel.
with the intel.
So
Here,
5.
Okay.
Okay,
49,
3.
3, 5.
yeah. I get the intel regardless. So just go ahead and move that over.
I think that's what that works. Or it would be what would be the
1.
ocean one? It would be 1.
No, there's intel, so.
Yeah, I was just saying if 1 would have been an specific encounter because the other one's not. Okay. 49, 3,
5.
5. Oh, there is no 5. 49, 3. So I guess it has to be
the one there.
Aha!
We're learning.
49, 3, 1. Up and coming mob underboss Jimmy Ratchet has some dirt on Darling, but he is not being forthcoming with it. I got no love for the woman, but what's in it for me? He asks. You don't have much to offer other than to owe him a favor, but his type aren't known for their forward thinking or their faith in humanity. Be reasonable, Jimmy. Next time your people are in trouble, I can exert some influence or even stick my neck out to return the favor. How about you reason with this? And he sticks a pistol in your face. You push it away and make an offer he can't refuse. How about we gamble for it? You ask, pulling out a big wad of cash. Make a gamble action. So the gamble actions are a little bit different. Basically, you're going to, if you've noticed on these fate cards, there are poker cards on these. It is a truncated deck. 2s and 3s are not present, so it's easier to get a good hand. Basically, you'll deal yourself 5 cards to form a poker hand. You may discard 1 card and redraw. If you have the gambling luck advanced skill, you may discard and redraw up to 2 cards, which you don't. If you spend 1 resolve, you may discard and redraw up to 5 cards. If discarding and redrawing more than 1 card, all discards and redraws must be made simultaneously, not 1 card at a time. Once you have your hand established, the house draws 5 cards, and it's the best hand wins.
Would you like a redraw?
Oh, yes.
You could either do 1 card and redraw 1, or he can spend a resolve to discard as many as he wants and redraw that back up to 5. And it is normal poker hands.
No, I'm going to just go with the 1.
You go, sir.
Now the
Okay.
house will draw.
Okay, the house. That out of the way. Got a pair of queens.
Ah! Just jacks.
Yeah, that sucks.
So the house wins.
An ace kicker.
You lose a lot of UN money. And to pass time on the long voyage, Jimmy has his goons kick you around some. Gain 1 injury.
That's not too bad.
Nah. It's the fail that I don't
Yeah.
like.
So we fell that as if we fell the normal villain.
Okay. Remove intel in Europe. Piracy increases as SMERSH outfits ships with advanced radar technology. Add intel to the South Atlantic. Airport in close any airport in Europe.
Rome.
That's what I was thinking.
And then because we failed wanting to increase size of army and short on cash, Egypt sells the Pyramid of Giza to Dr. Lobo. +1.
Here, Dr. Lobo, have our pyramid. Okay.
Take this priceless monument, it's fine.
Now, because there is ways to bring this back up, we do keep felled villain turns next to the villain advancement track, just because there is chances where we could remove some of those by shuffling them.
Gotcha.
The rest of them always get discarded back into the fate deck.
I will go over here to this intel.
Awesome.
Asia.
Asia.
Run!
19 I.
I.
No, seriously, run.
I'm gonna go with the better part of valor. 6.
19 6 with intel, right?
Yeah.
4. 19 6 4.
You're being hunted by a dragon.
What?
Yeah. At first, you thought it must be a hallucination, but when she scorched you with her breath, you ran. You don't think you can win against a dragon. When you wake, you are lying in the mud and your head is foggy. Fragments of memory are slowly coming back to you. You were captured, along with some locals, by Pierre's lackeys looking for guinea pigs for their experimental drugs. You clean yourself off in a pond and make your way back to the castle to take down the dragon for good. Conduct battle with Pierre.
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 Spycraft. Okay, so I have to test Spycraft to avoid Pierre's trap.
Now, this will not advance our location intelligence, but it will advance his level when we beat him. When we beat him.
Do I want
To spend a resolve?
to... Well, I can spend this to get +2 to my test. Probably a good idea.
What's your Spycraft?
1.
So you're normally getting 1.
Yeah, so
It may be better to just spend a resolve to get a second dice.
I get 2 dice if I spend a resolve. I get 2 dice
Oh.
for discarding this also.
Oh, okay. So pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Is the card better, or is the...
The card's probably
But that
better
one
because
doesn't-
resolve allows me to reroll all my dice. So probably just
discard
the top secret card. So I got 1 for my original and then 2 more.
It is tricky because the more dice up your chances of success, but the more dice also up your chances of injury.
Injuries. And I succeed, but I get 2 injuries. Okay. What do I get?
Alright,
for
so you get 1 intel,
1 intel?
and he advances to level 2.
Alright, villain card.
Add intel to Cairo. Close Macau.
Close Macau's
Add intel to Cairo.
over there.
Intel with Cairo is.
Alrighty.
Okay.
We good?
Yep, we're good. If I would have failed, I would have 2.
Well, that was a good one not to fail.
Okay, I'm going to move to London, and with my second move, I'm going to go to Stockholm.
Book, please. Europe.
Yep.
Call to action.
And I can't take an injury. Roll a d6. 3.
Conduct battle with Mr. Big.
Test hand to hand, which is 1. I'm going to spend a resolve to get an additional dice, so I get 2 dice. Keep your fingers crossed, guys.
No.
He dies. If he dies, he dies.
So I'm going to spend a resolve to reroll the gray.
Isn't this? This says 50-50.
The reason why I say that is so that injury doesn't kill me.
You can also reroll on that also.
Oh, yeah. So,
You can reroll, use that, and reroll 1 die, and then use a resolve to reroll.
I'm going to use this to reroll the gray. Okay, then I'm going to spend a resolve to reroll the red.
At least you just fail outright.
Lower athletics with this fail,
You don't die.
but I don't die.
Okay. Villain. Villain advancement. Dr. Lobo creates baby Hitler clone. Up to.
Ugh.
At a turn, Peru's new president places entire cabinet with SMERSH appointees. Remove intel in South America. Currently don't have any. Add intel to New York and Agadez.
So I'm going to up, for my reward for doing an encounter in Stockholm, I'm going to up athletics back to 1. Stockholm is done. Unless we want to play it to where we have to have a successful encounter.
No.
Did you discard yours into
Yeah.
here?
Oh,
Or
there,
did you?
there it is.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Alright.
Not doing too good,
Oh,
guys.
that goes over here.
And this is discarded.
Alright.
Dilly dilly.
No.
I
To
really,
the
need to
despair, to the day.
I really need to rest, guys.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that this turn.
Well,
Got greedy.
yep.
Are you going to go to Mexico City?
I'm thinking. That's.
It has a
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah, put me in Mexico. Mexico City.
In North America?
Oh, wait. You don't get that intel. Oh, wait, you didn't get
It wasn't
intel. You
intel.
did. Yeah.
A strange encounter. 16, Group J.
A strange encounter.
Are you ready? Or do you want me to read it?
Oh, I got it. 16.
16.
I'm your biggest fan. Number 3.
16, 3.
Yep. Faith
Fates.
with intel.
3.
16, 3, 3.
Mhm.
Move to North Atlantic Island.
I'm okay with that.
Famous TV scientist Dr. Caligari has a missile pointed at New York and is demanding that the U.S. government open Fort Knox to him. You parachute onto his island and disable 2 patrol officers sneaking inside his base. In a control room, you overhear Caligari speaking loudly with the U.S. president. As you listen, a guard sneaks up behind you and sticks a gun into your back. He escorts you inside. Ah, agent, you are just in time. Here's what happened to the other interlopers sent to my island. On video screen, you see a woman tied to the tip of the missile. Test hand-to-hand, -1, or athletics +1, 2 successes. Pass with speed or stealth. Hand-to-hand -1 or athletics +1.
Athletics
successes.
+1.
Okay.
Just gonna roll 5 dice here.
Needing 2 successes.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna roll all the dice here.
Just don't get injured.
Okay.
Wait, you can roll all the dice?
I have 3 athletics.
Yeah, +1.
Oh, +1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Darn.
I mean, you can spend a resolve.
No. I'm gonna save that resolve for.
Reroll.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I pulled the one that's. I didn't pull the one that has double injury.
No, you did.
No, black has double injury.
Red does too.
The maroon.
So, no?
No, the red. It does.
No?
It does. What did I take 2 when I rolled it?
That's black.
Oh, Black and I was red. You
2
got
successes, gain an injury. You pass. The guard lowers his gun for a second, and you stamp on his right foot, dragging your heel down his shin. In the sudden confusion, you run to the console and engage the self-destruct. Before making your getaway, you ask Dr. Caligari, "Why do all you madmen have self-destruct buttons?" But he has slipped through a secret door. UN transport, up any skill.
Oh, so I get a UN transport.
Yep, and you up any skill.
Okay, I also get an injury. But I succeed. I avoided a 2. Hey. Remove intel from North America. And add intel to Salvador and Cape Town.
We have 5 on there.
Yes, so 5 is fine. More is
I'm
bad.
just saying.
Do we want to put a henchman out the next
Probably.
time?
Although I'm in the part where I probably need to rest.
I understand. I'm close myself.
We have 2 injuries as well.
Yeah, but you have 4.
So I'm gonna go to Ceylon.
Is that your...
Here's my other one.
Okay.
I'm forgetting.
And
what
it'll have an
it is.
airport next. So
Nice.
I mean, overflow doesn't really hurt us.
No, it just resets the board for a round.
So Ceylon.
I think not dying is probably.
Stolen property. Response group H.
H. I'm just a natural 5.
That's stealing property. Got it.
And 2. 5 and 2.
You stand on the roof with another UN agent, a rather stuck-up English gentleman named Roger. Perhaps more. You were monitoring the building when a break-in occurred. A thief emptied the vault and now comes running out the door. "We ought to stop him," says Roger, "but I'd rather not run after him. It would ruin my shoes. I'll wager you can't shoot him in the leg at this distance. Shall we say £50? Test spycraft +1. Pass with weapons use."
Spycraft +1.
Yes. You could be a dead man.
Very possible. Not, but I pass.
You pass. You hit him square in the thigh, and he goes down. When the police arrive to arrest him, they are baffled as to where the bullet came from. Up any skill.
Let's go with persuasion. And then because it's my secret one, I will increase persuasion again.
Nice.
Let's see, that's. I don't know if have I used 4 resolve?
Yes. Okay. You've used a lot.
Are you resting this turn?
Villain.
Villain, that's right. Remove intel in Africa.
In Africa? You don't say.
That's perfect.
Okay. Add intel to Georgetown. Georgetown. Georgetown.
I can't reach.
That was one of the ones that we removed.
Closed airport in Panama City. Will you be resting your turn?
So, because I am almost dead, I'm going to take a rest action. You can only do this if you have 2 or more injuries, which I do. I take the rest action to heal these 2 injuries.
Only
But I
2
go
to recover.
Yep, you get to heal up to 2. By doing this, I heal and I go directly to the villain advancement phase. We did not fail an encounter on that per se, so.
Right.
Oh, actually, no, we do. We do advance his
Oh.
track based on.
Because we didn't succeed in
Yep.
the encounter.
So,
You-
wrong one.
Yeah, you don't draw.
Advance it 1.
Well,
Read the things.
first, remove intel from North America. Add intel to Mumbai.
North America, there is none. Mumbai is over here.
And then close Lagos. Which is... Then, terrorist cell plans to beta ray laser gun, or Yeah, to an unknown buyer. And that goes up 1. Wow, that's bad.
Okay, that was my turn.
Yeah, jeez.
It's tough.
I'm going to use a UN transport to go wherever I want. Because I do not want to have to stop at the North Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am going to go to Georgetown. I'm going to put a henchman out.
Okay.
It's to draw a fate card, and that tells us where to put the henchman. In Ottawa. Wow.
Okay.
I believe that is my fate.
Yep, so it's a with intel encounter 3, so but it's in
South America. Take a chance.
So 21E. Where's the
Take a chance.
is it, did you say it right there?
Nope. It's behind me. Take a chance. I'm going to joke. That's 5. So 21, 5, 3.
Okay. You are invited to the mansion of Governor Pancho Villa to discuss possible assistance you can give the UN. The governor is a prickly character, however, and if he takes a dislike to you, your chances at a successful meeting are 0.
Yeah, I've got seduction.
You wait in the conference room. As Governor Villa enters, he trips and falls flat on his face. You decide to risk a little humor to break the ice. Enjoy your trip, you say? He stares up at you. Test persuasion +1.
Hey.
Pass with seduction.
I am. Yeah.
He looks stony-faced at first, but then he smiles. Every time I promise myself I will have that step removed, he says. Come, my friend, we have much to discuss. Gain 1 intel.
Nice. I just seduced the governor.
Nice.
Governor Pancho Villa, to be exact.
Really?
Yeah. We get an intel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, throw it back over there.
I'm going to be resting on my turn.
No, you're not. We fail.
If we get 2?
No, we fail.
We advance it.
So we draw.
I have 1 injury left.
So do I.
Alright.
I'm just.
It happens. If you fail, you advance it regardless.
Yeah.
Or if you die, you advance it regardless. So I would say it probably makes more sense
Can I
to
do a
just
villain
test the.
Alright, remove intel from Africa. It's already gone. Add intel to Abiche. And then close Silung.
Well, actually, if you die, you immediately draw a villain advancement card and advance Dr. Logo's track. You may then continue as normal, even if in the middle of an encounter. So that tells me that you draw it, advance it, and then you do your end of turn villain advancement too.
Yes.
So I'm not best game.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Let's do it.
Okay. Breaking and entering. Number 2. Response group C.
At all costs, 7.
7. 2, 7.
3. 273.
2, 7. Move to Indian Ocean. Okay. The British Royal Navy has lost contact with an Oberon-class nuclear submarine which was conducting covert surveillance of the sea trials of an experimental Soviet destroyer. Soviet warships are on site where the submarine was last located, and the Navy fears that the sub is lost. You are dispatched to troubleshoot. You don scuba gear and exit your transport sub through its diver hatch. You can hear numerous Soviet ships patrolling above. You see the immobile submarine and swim to it. Test athletics +1, and then test persuasion +1. You must pass both.
Alright. I get 1 injury.
You're dead.
I'm dead. Where's the other grade? So for the persuade or athletics +1?
Mm-hmm. So 2 dice.
Pass. Heal 1.
Aha! Okay.
Persuasion +1, so you get
I
3
get 3
dice.
dice.
You pass!
Okay. You enter the sub and find that a sleeper agent, posing as a crew member, has introduced a long-acting narcotic gas into the air system. He is the only one awake. You convince him that the ships above are unfriendly and that he should give himself up rather than be killed. Up any skill, and then gain 1 intel.
Let's go with deception.
Nice. You were very deceptive there.
I figure that's
It's
it's a little
fitting.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo! Healed 1, got intel.
That was like the best case scenario of that encounter. Was pass both, heal,
Oh, villain.
and yeah.
Add intel to Regina. Close Beijing.
I think it's actually Regina.
Regina.
Until to Regina.
It's
Regina.
in Canada.
Regina. Close it? Or
No, Intel.
Not from our pool, you fool.
Fool, you fool!
That's
Pool.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Well,
You're not on an airport.
That worked out pretty well.
1.
No. You have to start on the train.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's like you're boarding the train.
You're like, can't wait for it. The train already left.
Dang it.
It leaves at the start of everyone's turn.
Oh, you have to get to Macau, huh? Well, you could just...
1.
Yeah.
2.
Wait, I can share my UN transport.
You could. You want to fly me there?
Just here, have a UN transport.
Woo! Flying to Macau.
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 Asia.
Call to action.
That's the 3rd one you pulled. Oh, man.
Impossible mission. 38, response group E.
I feel like you should get it right now when you flip it, because it says when you encounter, or when you secret missions, if players flipped over one of their, they may now claim one of their following rewards. I guess that's in the order of place. So.
I think you're trying
Oh.
to change.
That's after. That's after.
I think you're trying to change the rules mid-game.
Okay, go ahead.
38.
Oh, 38E. It's impossible mission. Let's trust no one. 6.
And then no intel.
38, 6,
1.
1.
3861. Without knowing why, many of your bank accounts have been closed, and headquarters refuses to take your calls. Your funds are drying up, and you feel you may be a little crazy, when one day a man speaks to you from the shadows. The UN has disavowed many field agents for their own protection. There is a mole in the UN. Agents are being assassinated one by one. There is information in a vault in the 3rd basement of a bank in East Berlin. It is impossible to penetrate security. It's also your only chance to help the UN and yourself. And if you do get in, there's a little favor you can do for me. Move to Berlin. Test Spycraft +1, 2 successes, or Athletics +1, 2 successes.
It is an impossible mission.
Minecraft +1 since they're all the same. Should I add a... Should I spend a resolve to add a third dice, or should I save the resolve to reroll a die?
So you have 2 resolve.
So spend a resolve.
Yeah.
To add a die. Successes.
Wait, did I draw more than I should have?
No, you get +1.
Oh, +1, yeah. I fail.
Alright.
Are these only on our turn, or can we use them for
The top
anybody?
secrets?
Yeah.
It says you may, right? What's it say?
Re-roll any number of dice after you fail a test.
After you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't reroll, or I can't spend a resolve because it's not going to give me 2 successes regardless, so I fail. And?
He was right. It was impossible. You spend months broke and on the run before the UN catches them all. But the damage is done. Lose an advanced skill.
Lose electronics. Villain advancement.
Is 2?
It's 2 forward.
Yeah, 2 forward.
Oh!
Villain advancement, U.S. President discovered to be a robot when batteries expired during speech. Remove intel in North America. Add intel to North Atlantic and Paris. Close La Paz.
This is no bueno, guys.
Nope. We
Yeah.
fail one more time, we lose. Unless we get the -1 when we fail.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a chance.
You're up.
Yeah.
Asia. Africa.
South America.
Oh. What are you doing, Dave?
Crying? Only if I get the response. Right. Guess I'll go here and get that intel. Alright, give me a South American encounter.
Car chase. 28.
Yay! I can automatically succeed.
28.
H. Response group H.
It's my good looks. 6.
28, 6.
That's good. 28, 6.
I have
and
seduction. I'm flying it up.
28, 6, 5. 4 SMERSH agents brandish automatic weapons just as you pull your hand out of Dr. Vino Galeri's filing cabinet. Put those down, someone says. You make a flying leap toward a window and slide down the fire escape into a crowded street. Just as you exit the alley, a woman gets out of a brand new Chevy Chevelle SS 454. Despite your pursuers, you can't resist stopping to take a look. Wow, very nice. Mind if I take her for a spin? Are those men with guns chasing you? What can I say? Everyone wants a piece of me. She smiles and hands you the keys. As you maneuver into traffic, the 4 agents jump into a Jeep and set off after you. Test athletics -2. Pass with adventuring or weapon juice.
It's a car chase, though, right? Don't you have a
I can to pass a failed encounter. What's my test again?
Athletics -2.
Okay, fine.
Or
That's it. Pass with adventuring or weapon juice.
Okay.
So you get 1 dice.
Yeah. Hey, I pulled a good one.
yay!
And you didn't need to use it. You do a 180, passing the Jeep and shooting 2 of the agents. They follow you into an alley, up a set of concrete steps, down a market road, and into a parking lot. When they turn the corner of a building, you are waiting and shoot them before they ram your car. Game, modified card. So you get a second modified card. There's a second one in there.
I already have a modified card.
So you get 2 of them.
It
should be alphabetical.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So I'll use the other one to discard at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Positive side is we don't advance the villain track. And lose.
No, but I do get a villain card.
Right.
To-
Remove intel from the USSR. Don't have any. Add intel to the Indian Ocean. Hey.
Hey!
That's perfect.
And close airport in North American city. Any.
Uh,
Las Vegas, since it's in the middle.
sure.
Okay. So should I do the one in the Indian Ocean?
Or do we want to discard it and get a location, another location?
Well, yeah, I'm okay with discarding it. Can I? Either way, it's still I have to do that location, right?
You would still be an intel encounter.
Yeah. Or do you want me to go to the
You can
beach?
get that. It doesn't matter. We're very likely going to overflow.
Well, if you discard it and put a location, you got 3 out. And then I can get Paris.
So
Oh, wait, no, I can't. Wait, I already went to Macau. I didn't get my benefit for that.
No, you didn't.
So, which,
thought could have changed.
no, because that was last turn.
Oh.
I was there and then it moved me to Berlin. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So
Alright.
you have the skill.
Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about this too much.
No, we've got the.
What do you guys got? Or not have spycraft?
Spycraft.
Athletics and spycraft are the lowest parts.
So I'll do spycraft.
Spycraft.
We were retroing that, but
So I'll remove this and add a location.
Sure.
oh, there's 4 there. That's why you were saying I didn't notice. That
Right, and so we'd lose a one of these, the villain location, if we overflow.
Okay. So
It doesn't matter.
where's the go? Or is that
Draw
after?
With your
draw
fate.
the city.
London.
So the location is in London. Ooh,
Yeah, you
Well,
need
that's
that.
what you're doing.
we can survive. Yeah,
No, that stays out. That's your fate card.
Oh.
that's where he's at. Yeah.
Alright, so
It's gonna
you've
be
got
4.
a water, so roll.
Oh.
You're in
cool,
the
that's
water.
right. A brief encounter. 50. Response group E.
50.
I'd rather be lucky. 2.
So 52
Two.
4.
52.
2.
2.
It's always the water.
Well, yeah, 2.
You exchange pleasantries with the woman standing next to you as you wait to embark for your voyage, or voyage. As she boards, she drops a piece of paper. You are about to return it to her when you notice the watermark. The last time you saw that symbol, it was on a SMERSH communique. Has the evidence you've been looking for just dropped into your hands? Test spycraft. Pass with detection.
I could hear one.
I'd recommend passing.
Then I will use resolve to add +2.
And I only say that based on this.
Yeah, I know. Well, good chances.
Got it. Pass.
Pass.
You decode the message in your cabin. Unfortunately, it's only the woman's pre-voyage shopping list. Still, having identified her as a SMERSH agent, you make sure to keep close tabs on her during the voyage. 1 intel.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright. Here. Agent.
Villain.
Antarctica! Remove intel in Asia. None. Add in Lagos.
In Lagos.
Good. Doesn't put us over, so I can get that location before it does. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2 to London, and I am encountering Pierre. Test persuasion -1. Fudgesicles. And I only have 1 resolve.
You have 1 result.
I'm gonna spend it to get an additional die. Otherwise, I'm just rolling the grab. This could be it, guys.
Yep.
Ooh, got the 50-50.
Not necessarily. There are -1s in that villain deck.
So draw the villain deck.
Well,
I
what's
do gain
the
an
fail?
area. Fail is lower or
Remove 2 intel.
remove 2 intel from the pool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's a 2.
2. Great Lakes are drained dry. Dr. Lobo's weather machine blamed.
Okay.
Very anticlimactic.
We were foiled by a weather machine.
He sucked at this game. He was horrible at that game.
Well, we didn't get a whole lot of up our ability either. All of it was intel. Intel, like we had a crap
we
ton
had
of
tons
intel.
of intel.
Like, and we had
Yeah, what did we have in the
intel. We had gun. We had the
We had a nuke.
We had a nuke. We had the double agent. We had another double agent. We had the tech.
Oh, we had
and
both
a
nukes.
We had pretty much everything.
we need.
No, we
Yeah, we had
we
everything.
did.
We had everything we needed. We just
didn't have our.
we didn't have. We had one. Yeah, dumb.
So we were starting to get to the end game here.
Yeah.
Man, that was tough.
Uh,
Very anticlimactic.
I blame Rocco for getting captured too much.
the first 2 encounters.
First 3.
Well, we got
I was captured.
we got hit with a lot of injury dice too.
Yeah.
That's the most
Yeah.
injuries I've seen on dice rolls. This is a
But that one.
this is a 2 in 6 chance. That's a 1 in 6.
Yeah, and it came up a bunch.
Yeah, man. I think the red hit a few times on injury, or the maroon.
Oh well.
Well, you can say what you will about our gameplays, but you know that we don't load them, and you know that we don't goose them for the camera.
Yep.
We'll say that.
Hey,
Hey!
Look at that! I pulled one!
And he heals one.
Okay, let's continue.
No.
But we already threw our hats and messed up the board.
Yeah.
And oh look, all the intel's face off.
Yeah.
Who was that? Oh, that was
That's a once per game thing. Is throw your hats on a table to reveal all intel.
test persuasion. If I tested persuasion,
That was gonna be me. I was
Yeah.
gonna go there. Like that was my next plan. Was get up there. I'm the guy to do persuasion. Yeah.
Skill.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to fight these guys earlier, and we never do.
Well, because we're too worried about upping our
Intel.
skills first.
But
Before
they
you
help
fight
you
him.
like
Yeah.
the first go.
This-
at them.
This
He
guy,
should-
this guy, this one, and then this one are the first 3 is up any intel. This is the
Yeah.
only one that gives you or up any skill. This
Yeah.
one is the only one that gives you
And
intel.
I think Dexter should be fighting early because he has the 2 resolve he can use to give him
Yeah.
bonuses, and he has 1 of everything.
And I should have done it as soon as I bumped athletics. Because this is what? This is persuasion.
Persuasion, hand to hand, deception, and
Deception.
spycraft.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
good to go on any of those 3. What's Pierre's level 1?
Spycraft.
So what's Pierre's level 2?
Persuasion -1.
Yeah, so I was good to go on any of those. Uh-oh. He's got the camera. It's still recording. I'm worried.
Okay. So now, gameplay review.
We suck.
We are horribly.
No, we've won. We fully admit this was a combination of bad dice, bad encounters, and a little bit of bad strategy.
So what do you think of Agents of SMERSH?
I have the game. I like it.
I like it. What's your favorite part of Agents of SMERSH?
This book of encounters,
Oh yeah.
so thick of just fluff
Yeah.
and awesome text.
We found some pretty cool
Yeah.
stuff in here as far as just funny things, but I mean the expandability of this
You're never gonna have the same adventure twice.
I don't think I've ran across.
You fought a dragon.
Yeah, I got high and fought a dragon.
Not
That's
willingly,
hilarious.
mind you.
That's hilarious. There is an expansion that has not been reprinted. It went out of print. It's a. If you notice on this board, which I don't know if you can see it, but
Not anymore.
Australia is not a area to go to. The expansion adds Australia. It's the Swagman's Hope, or Swagman's Hope. Yeah, I think so. There is also a campaign booklet which allows you to play through. I believe it's 10 scenarios, 8 scenarios. That one adds the ability to fight Dr. Lobo after these encounters. So after you complete all your locations, you actually go through a process of fighting Dr. Lobo. Entering his lair and fighting him. But that is only, you can only play with the base game, which is what we're playing. You can only play the first 3 or 4 scenarios. You need the Swagmans to be able to do the entire thing. So it'd be nice if they can reprint that. David, what do you like about it?
I always enjoy games that are different every single time you play them. Or at least games that let you have a fundamental strategy, but shake up the play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this does, is there's no optimized path. You have to adapt every time you play. You have to change what you're doing. There's, of course, plans. There's overall strategy. But this game's very tactical. You can't just say, oh, we always do this.
And I know people do say that they're not sure, that they feel the encounters are random. But as far as you can't really predict based on what the hint is, the encounter name is, that kind of thing, on what's going to happen or what you need to pass that. I feel like we've started to identify that.
I think we have.
As far as what, like, there was, I think, 3 times this game where you're like, oh, this is totally going to be a seduction.
A seduction, or if not, a persuasion.
Yeah.
And they were.
The gambling was the only one that caught me off guard, but then that was a water one, which I know the water is where you gamble.
Yeah.
So that was not shocking, it was just not what I was expecting.
Yeah. So I think, I do think that there is somewhat of an ability to be able to predict or figure out what's there or going to be coming up.
And we're not trying to overgame it. We're trying to have a better path through the game because we want to choose things that our characters would be good at. And if anything, we're almost role-playing it. What would our characters choose based on the things that they're naturally good at?
Yeah.
Right? When I have good persuasion and I have the seduction advanced skill, I'm going to choose things that put me in an advantageous position. I'm not going to try to be a great spy because my spycraft is terrible at that point.
And you know what's funny is the last few times we played that Dexter's been involved, he's been electronic build, and so I built it with electronics, but it never came across electronics. Like that keypad you thought was electronics, but that was another one that I was able to kind of predict based on the titling as far as the card and all that stuff, so that was good. The call to actions we got hurt with a lot too this game.
Those really
purposeful injuries.
Because I don't know, maybe the first one we got like early on, first 2 rounds of the game or something.
Yeah,
maybe we should have taken that, tried to pass it, and seen what happened.
Yeah, because that burned me having to rest.
Yeah, which really did hurt.
Which advanced it.
That helped me, I think, ended our game.
Ultimately it didn't matter because we went to 10 fails.
Yeah, but I mean, what was the card that you got when you rested? Was
A
it
one.
2? Oh, was it 1?
There was a 1.
It's hard to predict that where you're like, not predict it, but it's hard not to say like, oh well, it's only 1. Like we have 10 more or 9 more that
we also didn't get any of the reduce cards.
Right, we didn't get
Didn't
any
show up,
top
yeah.
secrets that let us remove a card, and we didn't get any negative.
What was it, the V1?
Yeah.
the V1 allows you to remove. Yeah.
And I think those more commonly you get from encounters,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I
And then,
think every time we've gotten it, it was
The
through an
V1.
encounter.
Yeah.
and that's where this hurt not having
Or V-1.
some of the luck.
Do you guys think that it's strictly luck based, or do you think that you can optimally, if you play optimally, you could win?
There's a
Majority
high
of the
luck
time?
factor just because
No.
dice are heavily involved.
I think there are some shuffles, well not shuffles, but I think there are some rolls of the dice, because there's dice rolls. I think that there are some times where you're just going to lose.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
And I don't think that
No, it doesn't,
discourages me from playing.
yeah, it doesn't deter me at all.
Because of the storytelling factor. I think that definitely. I have fun even though we lost this game. I mean, I felt bad because, I mean, obviously we were
Yeah, it has a
we were recording it. I would have liked to win, but I didn't not have a good time playing it for
Yeah.
sure. Maybe those guys can go in there. Just do these guys in there. Oh, actually, just combine these
Yeah.
together.
That being said, Agent Jinx is still my favorite. Dante, right?
Dexter.
I mean,
No, Dante.
you mean
Or
Foxy
you know-
Cleopatra?
No.
Oh, you mean, oh yeah.
Dante.
Good game. Well,
Well, that was something.
thanks for playing.
Yeah?
It was a good little introduction to SMERSH for those of you that haven't seen it before. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did.
As he leaves the room.
Well,
Alright. That's it for us. Thanks for watching. Take care.